So everything is coded, right? Even the names of these medicines and stuff like that. And notice alcohol. That goes back to something about the spirit, right? But anyway, this book here, I've dedicated this book to decoding longevity. And I got the light off for a reason, but the sink light is still on. Somebody left this booklet just left it. So I grabbed it because it's pretty much empty. So I started taking notes. And now the way I do it is, like in 2017, I decoded time, right? So I watched all the movies about time. And so if I watch all the movies about people who live forever, any movies about longevity, you watch the movie and you take notes. So the first movie I watched was Age of Adeline. And so you just take notes as you're doing this. And notice Age of Adeline, I hate to give out all my secrets, but let me just talk about it. It's given to me freely, so I don't mind giving it out for you, because I was going to write a book on it, like a PDF. Age of Adeline. She had to change her identity often. And attention to detail came up for some reason. Oh, because she was changing her identity, she had to have attention to detail, right? Let's just cut the light on. I had a little side note about Superman. To stay strong in longevity, he was in the sun, right? He didn't need to eat, so that goes back to fasting. This is for entertainment purposes only, by the way. Entertainment purposes only. Helping others, service to others, identity not on earth, exercise a good heart. So Superman has longevity, and what does he do? He's here to serve other people, right? So now we go back to Age of Adeline. She doesn't live in the past. She got rid of all photos. Now, this is what I've learned. Excuse me, this wasn't really in the movie. I've learned that you don't live. I got rid of all photos, no music, no TV. I don't live in the past. System wants you living in the past and hates that you live in the now, right? All hurts and all traumas you let go. That's the past. So they want you in the music, the photos, the music, the holidays, hurts and trauma, because they want you looking at the past. But if you live in the now, none of that matters. Even if somebody traumatized you last week or last month or this year, let it go. The only way to stay young is not live in the past. Not be bitter. Let it go, because another person is really not in control of their life. God leads people. And if they crossed your path, God allowed it, Romans 8:28. So you can just let go of all trauma and hurts and pray that God, if somebody's doing it right now, pray that God removes them, or you adjust and make adjustments, or you leave. You call them out on it and say, stop it, or I'm gone. And they usually don't stop. Burn it all down. Restart. So that goes back to this identity thing. So your identity is not on earth. Adeline, she changed her identity often. So you burn it all down. Your identity is not with your ex-wife or your childhood or your bloodline or any mistakes you did yesterday or last week. Your identity is not in the past. You're a new creature every day. You break the word down. Long, EVITE, electric vehicle, information technology. So information technology is in form. AT is the blood of his cross. Ion N is to walk. Technology is wordcraft. So you get you take the words and you let the words craft you the truth back to source. Let's see. Golden Gate, snow, frigid water. Frigid is solid. Deoxy, oxygen. It's been a while since I watched this movie. Sun, oxygen, rest, low stress. This is information purpose only. I take nicotine gum, a piece of nicotine gum once a month. Water, new identity. Peace, old life died. New identity. Keep moving, move your body. Maybe it's ADA line. So the etymology of line is linen, road, guide, cue, straight line. So you just walked a straight line, right? Moses followed the types and shadows. And so this book, I'm using this to decode longevity, which I think I've already decoded it. But I'm going to watch about 3 or 4 or 5 more movies and take notes and see if it lines up. But I think I've already decoded it. So I'm just throwing that out there for somebody. The letter E is spirit. And so the letter A is the blood, right? Claim the blood, keep short accounts. Longevity. 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 Anyway, just throwing that out there in case anybody's interested.